I think we're live. So I'm going to be playing a little bit of Biomutant. Uh, I think. I mean, the reviews on this aren't great, so it's most of the time it's like given an average score. I've played a little bit before. Um, just like the intro, like a little bit here and there, but from what I remember, like playing through it, it was like visually, for an Unreal Engine, it didn't look great. Like it felt unfinished almost. Excuse me. Hope you're having a good Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, of course. So the thing you can do is like you can customize your character. You can make them any color combination, like the see the purple there. You can make that whatever color you want.
Seems strong enough.
I'm curious what's behind the door.
Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
think this was one of February's free games, so.
You really know how to move.
Hmm.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Crack-a-doodle. Itchy trigger finger. It's becoming terminal. Watch it.
I kind of feel like these level 1 characters shouldn't take this much, like, damage. Feels like it takes forever.
on a leash. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
That sounds like Mark Hamill. I mean, I'm the narrator.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The Wheeled One is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Took care of it. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the Wheeled One before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He presents him. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a... There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall. The child... There's no doubt you... Had it not... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wondered... You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source. The Nono prefer... You've found one. You should... The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle, and... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. You'll need a net to catch the Nono. You handle that. One. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your moon...
Come, Reaper.
He lost you there for a while.
Come, Reaper.
He says he remembers
Ba no yualo.
the tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it...
Beboko contabe.
records tell of... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road... Regardless, you'll meet again one... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
So first impressions are like the visuals on this aren't like terrible.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
The visuals, like some of the world, like the actual world itself, the visuals aren't bad. The characters in the world are little The voice acting, if that's Mark Hamill, I'm pretty sure they spent a lot of money on him to do, like, and then they couldn't afford it. That's why they have all those like that guy doing the mumbling and stuff. I don't know why they're teaching me how to sprint
A
right now.
signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Seems odd that they decided to put like credits.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about... He worries there won't be much left. He doesn't... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
I'm just gonna leave you to your fate. Not my problem, buddy.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a...
Take it out now.
There's...
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor...
I kinda actually want to go back to the laboratory.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Who am I fighting here? Honestly, I don't even care which side wins. Like, this is not a problem.
All things end. Might not need that now, but you will later.
Kind of seems like I was like got involved in something that's like none of my business.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see.
All right. BRB. All right.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Didn't I just kill like their people? Pretty sure I did.
Hopes you have patience. The Sifu can't stop himself from talking sometimes.
Zata is de moi totloho. Karies ne statse. Na zenakas pipat.
He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Iglezet.
The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Nestats ne okoni.
He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common.
Nestats ne okoni.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a...
Skuni.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life.
Orzikali.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu.
Nibira.
Jack says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help.
Tulo.
He had a feeling you'd say that. You're not sinister enough. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival.
Zata.
Then...
That's rude.
Zenaka's pripad snatsde.
And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad's stone fort before word gets...
Zenaka's pripad snatsde.
It was...
Onis sporenos odlisini.
It's... Says they're cautious of non-allies. Seems surprised. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Oh,
Good for protecting your privates.
I was not anticipating that. I thought there was like gonna be like a thing underneath.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Wonders why the Sifu...
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Gerat na fal hutut mus. Tugai la wute. Karap la deng.
He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort, but he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another. There were sick. The Sifu was... Their kin have run out of options and found... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds. Tells you... Once you... Seeing you... He remembers you. Anyway, the... Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Not sure if you're likable enough to be let in on it. Says you look trustworthy. Might as well tell you where it is. Wonders if you'd have stayed so centered if your parents had been here to guide you. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Says you should quit dancing. Says it's a shame that Jack... Says it's scary to see you out at night. Take your time. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Wait, but you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is
Andro?
You should...
Toro.
She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. But that's his point, to take something useless, change it, and put it to good use again. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He says you don't really need a weapon when you're born one. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then she wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before... That's all she's... You've always followed... They look determined. Better watch out.
Silele.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Silele.
He says that
Ikofi.
there's no way.
Amawana.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Amawana.
They push each.
Masama.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Anoraka papum.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get.
Kialdo male kanoru tunu.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Anoraka papum.
It's time to focus on... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk. He suggests you... He's curious to see what you've found. He's all for renewal. The style might be too edgy for his... He's looking for...
Amun.
Your Muma says it's about time you got...
Ariaroche nui mumera.
Hopes.
Kamonu.
She says she is eager to...
Inadab sunka?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Ariaroche nui mumera.
That's all she's ever asked.
Mustiki muhka?
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Kanamunta.
You should go
Fuck.
catchy.
Kanamunta.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kudutuku.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Aplitonumuta.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you...
Andro?
You should...
Kamonu.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Sana yote.
She's so happy. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Can't see. Kamonu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Kanamunta.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Fala.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Not for the faint, Chopper. At least someone wears pants. Feels good. buffer than ever. The tribe's caught a fluffy hog. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hogs on the loose. You're on the ropes. They've received... You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Look, an emergency box from the old days when you... Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Teeth shatterer. That's an odd thing, don't you think? That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old toxanol bricks. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Toxanol? There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not better. Heroes make for the best stories. It's up to you if you want to be one. Good parts make for good scrap. This might be the end of everything as we know it. That's a keeper. You found the track. Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the tracks. No, it was never nice. The tracks moved.
I think for the game is itself, like, some of this stuff seems to be, like, the visuals. I don't know how old this game is. I'm gonna say it's gotta be, let's see if I'll look it up. Its release date was in 2021, so this is kind of a new, like, from looking at the graphics, I thought it'd be like a game that came out in like 2016. Like this, I don't know. It's not ugly. Excuse me. It's not ugly, but it's just like it doesn't seem quite as polished. Some of the voice acting is a little, like, I think, cheesy. I don't know. Get the fighting. So far, it's kind of like kind of very much a button masher.
So bright out now.
The monsters and like the monsters that you fight are, I don't know, they're creative. They look like, you know, they took time to, you know, think about those and about their design stuff. This is a little gross.
Let's see.
This stuff where you have like warring factions, you gotta pick a side. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. It reminds me of like, man, there was a game back in early 2000s where it was called Total War, and it was like you kind of like conquered this area, like the wherever you were playing. There was Total War. There was like a Total War for like, I think like a feudal Japan, Total War for Europe. It was a pretty fun game. It was a RTS you know, gameplay, but it was interesting, and it was like you had to conquer these. So like, if this was your kingdom here, you had to go like take over this area. You need to build up your fortress, build up your land. Yeah, I mean that's at least the element of like taking over areas is kind of like similar to that. I assume that there's going to be just like bosses that you have to go fight in each zone, each one having like different skill sets. I guess like that can be okay. Like it just seems like it gets repetitive after a while. But I like the I mean there's like the crafting and skills, like upgrading your equipment.
Good to know the trees aren't dying. Yet. Nothing.
It almost looks like I'm not wearing any pants. There's definitely stuff that's like kind of interesting about this game, but I wouldn't like. Right now, it's free on. I think this was February's free PlayStation network.
The deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. don't have the key energy for that.
Rare poop. Scrap the scrap. Take poop. This reminds me of the old book, where the wild things were.
You move like the wind. It's make your own scrap day. A stylish cover for your brains.
I think that's gonna do it for me today. Yep. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, feel free to leave a like. And if you want to get the game, I think you've got a few days left before it goes off until I think the rest of the week. When's March 1st? Well, I think you have up until March 3rd to get the game on. So you have like next couple days. You have a chance to get this on PlayStation Network for free if you liked what you saw. It's okay. Like, it's like it's kind of a fun. There's some fun elements into it, but it's not really something that I would play a lot of, like would play normally. I don't know that. I mean, I'll play it some more later on, but I don't think this is something I'd be like continuously playing over and over again. But yeah. Anyway, appreciate you if you took time out of your day to watch this video, and feel free to leave a like if you want and subscribe as well. I'll catch you next one. Take care. Bye bye.